Hey guys, welcome to our channel. We are the NaeNaeTwins. I'm Janae.
And I'm Shanae.
And today we are doing a reintroduction video. We noticed we have a lot of new subscribers. So we just want to welcome you to our channel and tell you a little bit about ourselves. And yeah, we thank you for subscribing. We thank you for being a part of the nation.
We thank you for 50,000 subscribers.
Yes.
That's a milestone for us.
It is. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah. We can't wait to reach 100K.
100K, that's the next goal. So help us get there by liking our videos, sharing our videos if you want, and commenting down below what other content you want to see from us. That would really help. Let's get into this video. I'm going to tell you a little bit about ourselves, and we hope we can learn more about you guys in the comments.
My name is Shanae.
And I'm Janae.
So it's S-H-A-Y-N-E with an accent over the E.
And mine is Z-H-A-N-E with the accent over the E.
So we got NaeNae out of that. Basically, that's where our brand comes from, is our names, like the last part of our name. So Shanae.
And Shanae was actually named after me. My mom named me after, I believe it was her favorite group at the time, Janae. And yeah, I'll put a little picture here of them. We were both born at the same time by C-section.
So we always get asked who is the oldest.
Yeah.
And we always say
we
were born at the...
What was that?
We both came out at the same time by a C-section. So that's our saying. We always say in there, but it's like, dang, like it was practice.
No, but we get it all the time.
We get it all the time, so that's our answer.
Mm-hmm.
And to go into more depth about that, our mom, she claims she had emergency C-section and claims.
What do you mean claim? You were there. Well, no, we weren't there because supposedly we were lifeless.
Okay, so it's a complicated birth. So we were lifeless. She had to do an emergency C-section, and we had two doctors. She says that they both pulled us out
at the same time.
She's baby A, I'm baby B, so there's your answer.
So no, she thinks that I'm older because I was marked as baby A.
You're baby A! A comes before B, right? What the fuck?
Moving on.
Still don't know who's the oldest, so stop.
So we have...
We are identical twins. We are 28 years old. We just turned 28. Our birthday was on October 14th. We're Libras.
Yes, Libras.
And we are professional dancers.
And mothers. We're both
mothers. New mothers.
Yeah. Well, I'm a new mother. She's been.
Oh.
Okay. We have 3 sisters and 1 brother.
Shout out to our sister, Leanna Christina Stanley. She was a huge inspiration in our lives and just the whole reason why we dance today. She did it all. She would sing, act, dance, draw. She was literally everything. We looked up to her. And now she's a beautiful angel in heaven watching over us.
Our family is actually from New Jersey, but we're from like California.
Sacramento to be exact.
We've been there basically our whole life until after high school. We moved to Los Angeles.
2013 to be exact.
All we pretty much did was go to church and dance. We are dancers. We're professional dancers, and we're also content creators. So we'll get to that.
Yeah,
let's go through our dance history.
We started dancing when we were 5 years old. Our auntie used to take us to like family events or like her parties, her friends' parties, and basically as entertainment. And from there, we joined our first hip hop dance team called Don't Stop Dance Studio. Shout out to Grace. Yes, because that was our first dance teacher. And then we moved on to cast, and that was more of
like competition.
Like with Grace, we did like
just hip hop.
Yeah, we did hip hop, but we did like community events.
Yeah,
and that was just like getting our foot in the door, basically. And then upon one of those community events is where we met Keith. Cast was more of like a competitive dance studio, so that's where we got into more like
professional training like ballet,
jazz, contemporary.
So a lot of more styles we learned from Keith and Summer Turk. But after that, we felt like, you know, competitions were getting kind of repetitive. Yeah, we wanted a challenge. So.
Yeah, we wanted to explore our horizons.
So Keith brought us to a dance agency out here in LA called Block Talent.
Talent Agency.
And they're like the #1 agency out here in LA at the time. We had a road trip. It was kind of hard getting here. So he actually drove us down. And when we did our audition, the judges loved us and we got signed on the spot. So that was really exciting.
That was kind of like the start of our professional dance career.
Right. And by professional dance career, we mean like backup dancing
for artists.
For artists or, you know, commercials or TV shows and stuff like that, like live shows and all that. So after we got signed, of course, we lived in Sacramento, so we had to keep coming back and forth to go to auditions.
And that took a couple months before we decided, let's just move.
Yeah. So when we finally moved, we moved,
which was in 2013
to Long Beach,
September.
California. We moved to Long Beach, California, and we
with a friend.
Shout out to Shrill. We stayed down there for like a year or so.
A couple months.
So after Long Beach, we then moved to the Valley, to Van Nuys to be exact. And we got into like more auditions since we were closer. So we got more auditions. We just kept going to auditions, and we finally booked our first show, which was
a live show.
Why
you put me on the spot? I don't know. Expector.
Yes, that was our first big like show that we booked.
That was our first show that we booked.
Yeah. So, and that was shout out to Galen Hooks, because she was the choreographer.
She was the first one who gave us an opportunity.
Yes. Athan was our second choreographer that we worked with. And
shout out to Athan.
She was the person who booked us for a music video.
Yeah.
So, a music video with Nick Canyon that we booked.
That was our first music video.
And yeah, ever since that, then
things started picking
the ball
up.
rolling. Yeah. And we were like booked every month, pretty much.
No. We did book every month. We was trying to get there.
Okay. But that was the goal.
It wasn't consistent and
at first, because we had jobs.
Yeah, we definitely had jobs.
We had to keep 9 to 5. We've been through it, y'all. It wasn't handed to us, and we put in the work.
We did. And even while we were like waiting for jobs, we were still like shooting content, and we were still posting and stuff, and just trying to stay consistent.
Eventually, we booked our first tour, which was...
That came later. That CL tour was actually in 2016, so it took us 3 years to book 3 years to book our first tour.
And that was with the one and only... I was going to say hi-hat. That was with a choreographer that we've been wanting to work with for some time.
Our dream choreographer, yeah.
And that was Hi-Hat.
Shout out to Hi-Hat.
Shout out to her. She does like all the like big commercials and stuff like that. So we were excited to work with her. And it was for an artist, a Korean artist named CL. And she's very popular in Korea. Like she's like the Beyonce.
Yeah, they say. That's what they say.
So she had a lot of fans out here too. So it was definitely an experience.
The shows were amazing.
Yeah, they were so much fun.
Although it was just a U.S. tour, our U.S. tour was definitely the best tour we could ever have asked for. We did Diddy's first show on his tour that he went on, but at the same time, CL's tour was happening. We were blessed to have that first tour be that experience that we had, and it was amazing.
So we did our tours. We danced with a couple more artists like BB Rexa, Keisha Cole,
Erica Jane.
We went on more tours with Erica Jane from Housewives, Beverly Hills. So we've actually toured all over the world
with Iggy Azalea to be exact.
Too. And our resume is literally like 2 pages.
2 pages.
So once again, we got bored. And we're like,
no, not bored. The world shut down.
Not not bored, but we we wanted some more challenges. Like we felt like, you know, backup dancing, like in the music videos and shows and commercials, TV shows and commercials were
just being in the industry.
It was like repetitive.
Yeah, just being in the industry, just overall, it was like, it wasn't getting old. I wouldn't say it was getting old. I would just say we were like seasoned. Let me just say that.
Yeah,
we were seasoned. We had a reputation. Opportunities kept coming, which was a blessing.
We're so grateful for all the opportunities
so blessed
that we've had.
But it's like, okay, what more could we do?
Yeah, like
on the side, we were still building, you know, our brand NaeNaeTwins and our social medias, posting on our platforms consistently, vlogging each experience.
Oh yeah,
go check that out.
We vlogged the whole tour.
Yes,
Iggy's tour.
Yes,
I don't think we vlogged.
No.
I think I was more on Snapchat with CL's. But the people that we toured with was CL. They became our family because like we toured with them for like a couple weeks. Definitely something we will never forget.
Yes. But moving right along, we did X Factor, we did the BET Awards, we had a a national Target commercial, which some people know us by. We did 2 Diddy videos. We did the Teen Choice Awards with Jussie Smollett. iHeart Music Festival we did with Diddy. Erica Jane, so many live shows and music videos with her. Keisha Cole, we did so many live shows and music videos with her as well.
And we got to work with Chris Grant. He was a choreographer for her, and Keisha, and for the Target commercial. Frank Gatton was also...
Shout out to Frank.
Yeah, shout out to Frank Gatton. He booked us for the Target commercial as well. Working with Frank and Chris was...
a
dancer's dream.
Yes.
So, because they put a lot of work into the industry, and
that was definitely a highlight.
Legends. They're like Beyonce's choreographers. So.
Who else did we do? Iggy Azalea, BB Rexa, Keke Palmer. We did Carnival. We did a live show with her.
And a lot of people compare us to Keke, so that was fun to be able to work with her.
Yeah, and she's so freaking humble and down to earth. We love her.
And she's pregnant.
Yeah, shout out to Keke.
Congrats.
Becoming a mother. Congratulations. I did a Nicki Minaj music video. We both did Future music videos.
It was the whole thing.
What?
Your Nicki Minaj video.
Yeah, that's the story. If y'all want that story time, comment down below. We did. A lot of people ask us this on TikTok now. We did family reunion. Yes, we were on the first episode, the pilot.
We was at the reunion, child. And shout out to Rosero for bringing us on that. He's also
we remember these choreographers, huh? We actually worked with a 7th Streeter at the Essence Festival. That was so much fun. That was our first time.
I forgot who choreographed that.
Charm, right?
I believe Charm.
Yes, shout out to Charm. We worked with Sorority as well. Love them. Oh wait, I did.
Yeah, you did.
You did. I did City Girls, BET. It was just Young Miami at the time. Yeah. Free JT. We did Steph London. Love Steph London.
Love Steph London, yeah.
We did music videos with her.
Live shows.
You did a music video with her? I know I did.
No, I think I just did live shows.
Because I did a music video with her.
We did like Jimmy Fallon.
Right.
With Steph.
I
got started back into dance, like, I have my child. And I was like, okay, what's next? So, surprisingly, like, one of our friends reached out to us. I believe it was Craig. Shout out to Craig. So, he picked me to do the Grammys with Lizzo. Like, I didn't even have to audition or anything. I actually got to work with Jamel. He's another choreographer. And
amazing.
I didn't even know about him. Working with him, it was definitely, like, an experience. It was, like, therapeutic for me because this is my first job coming from giving birth. We work well together because he's a Libra, too. So, our connection, our energy, our vibe was just like 100. That job, although I didn't get to do it with Janae, and he knew about Janae, I was like,
you didn't want to bring her out?
And we've worked jobs like separately before, so I wasn't tripping him. Janae was like, just take it, like, you know? I feel like God brought that job to me to get me back motivated to get back into dancing and stuff. because those
Yeah.
rehearsals were like 8-hour rehearsals.
Intense.
Like they were very intense, and I was like sore every day, like learning all these different dances. So it definitely just pushed me. He definitely just like pushed me back into the industry, and I'm so grateful for that because I was ready to like keep going. You know, it was like very motivating. So happy I got to do that. And right
Yes.
after that, we got into like TikTok.
Okay, so let's get into this. Shanae actually got pregnant. What was it? In
2018. So that basically,
And that was a complicated year for me specifically
because we were on the road with things,
we were definitly on the road.
but
with
then
things.
I guess it started getting slow. So that's why I got
And we
pregnant.
moved. Yeah, not that's why.
I'm just kidding. But so yeah, it started getting slow at a point in our careers, and then in 2019 is when I got pregnant. We were living in Santa Cruz when I got pregnant, and then we moved to Riverside.
We moved all the way to Riverside,
Which was like, yeah, we took a break from the industry, like from LA, period.
Yeah.
Because that's when I had my child, and I was like, let's just go. We've been all over LA. Okay,
Yes.
we've been in Van Nuys, we've been to Compton area, we've been to Santa Clarita, Riverside, Long Beach.
Yeah, we've been all over. It's time to move.
It's time.
We're going to the South, y'all. That's actually, we've been wanting to move to the South for like years. That was actually our plan in the beginning. We're like, okay, we're
Go
going to
to
do
Atlanta.
this here, and then we're going to go to Atlanta to get in more TV stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we had a whole plan.
I mean, there's choreographers that we definitely want to work with in the South. Like, shout out to Jamaica Craft.
We want to definitely work with her again. Tanisha Scott, Kiki, Sean Bakehead, Jaquel Knight too. Still, we have like goals that we want to accomplish in the dance industry.
When I had my child, Janae had to venture off and do her own. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's get into it. It was definitely tough because I came out here to dance with my sister and to pursue things with her, so I had to really just like change the course of, you know, my thinking overall and just my career. So
I put you on the spot, huh?
You did. It was a struggle, but we got through it. I partnered up with my husband now. I partnered up with him, and we just decided to do street performing full time. So we were going back and forth to Santa Monica Pier, and when I tell you, that drive from Riverside to Santa Monica Pier is no joke, and we were trying to do it every day, but we've done it every day for a whole year, for a whole 9 months to be exact, actually.
While I was pregnant.
Yeah, while you were pregnant, and
I was working at 9 to 5 while I was pregnant. So
yeah, and this was a mental game for me. Like there was times where I broke down in the car, and I just didn't want to like go out there anymore. And I really had to stay motivated. And God,
I'm proud of you because you did what you had to do.
I did what I had to do.
Pat on the back.
God really just got me through that season. It was definitely a challenge, but I was so glad we got through it. We even got posted on the Shade Room, and that was actually the day that I broke down. So right before we got posted on the Shade Room, it was when I had like an emotional breakdown in the car, and that just gave me like, you know, an extra push to keep going. And God definitely just like helped us get through that because it was definitely a challenge and a struggle. Okay, I definitely had to humble myself because it was like. It was definitely a humbling experience.
I had to humble myself too, working a 9 to 5.
I'm gonna put some old videos up so you guys can see like what.
Yeah, they was killing it out there. Okay, getting down. They was out there, old lady killing, like breaking her back. Like it was really
the concept
really
was cute. The dances was cute, but I couldn't do that for long. I literally couldn't do it for long.
You guys had like a set too.
Yeah, we had a specific set that we stuck to. It was probably like 2 minutes long or so. And then we had opportunities to also perform them at schools, and that was so much fun. The concept was we were old. I was an old lady. My husband was an old man. Obviously, we're grandma and grandpa. And then, so we just acted like we were like really old, and then we just broke out in dancing, and we had a lot of energy and everything, and it was just it was amazing.
It was the Art and Nae show. What are the what
Yeah.
would you call it?
The Art
What do
and
you call
Nae
you,
show.
Mama Nae?
Mama Nae, Papa Art.
Papa Art.
But yeah, that was an amazing experience. So after that, we ended up moving back down from Riverside to Woodland Hills. And at the time, we were still living with each other. Long time ago, this was probably like a couple years before all of this even started. But this random lady came up to us in a nail salon years ago, and she was like, "Oh," she was like, "God is talking to me, and He's telling me that you guys are gonna be something big in this world. Y'all got something that's just making me have the chills." Like, she got the chills, and I'm like, dang, like what's going on? Like, what we gonna be? Like, I was excited. And then she prophesied over us, and she was like, you got strangers in your house that don't need to be there, that needs to be gone. And I was like, how did she know this? Like, I'm like,
they needed to be gone.
and that was true. We did have people in our house that were bringing toxic energy and just negative energy around us. So that was cut off. That was told to us, and I would never forget that. And I held on to that, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna be something big. God got something for us, huge, something big for us. So I just kept playing that back in my head, and that kind of kept me motivated for the years to come. So then we're at the pier, and I'm doing this street performance, and I'm humbling myself, in this time. But I'm like, when we took a break, I'm like, God, what am I doing? Because is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Because this isn't aligned with what you told me a couple of years ago. And I was speaking to God like that, and He was like, okay. But I had to, so it's like I had to remind Him of something, because I'm like, didn't you say? But yeah, and so that takes us to Woodland Hills. So we're in Riverside. We moved to Woodland Hills.
What year was this?
This was 2020.
2020.
2020 comes. We moved to Woodland Hills. We're still living together at this time, and the pandemic hits.
Yeah, I know
The
what happened.
whole
in
world
2020,
changes, right? And 2020 has got to be the best year yet that we've even been out here. So I know it was definitely the worst time for the world, but in our world, we was living it up. Gang, like, God put us on the spot, in the spotlight. He let us shine. We definitely got to pursue our career in the way that we wanted to. That's when our whole career, influencer career, started. We were stuck in Woodland Hills for a whole year in quarantine, which gave us the opportunity to create and finally sit down and go over like what our goals are, and just really tapping into that content creation industry, because it's a whole nother industry.
But we actually started our content creating with like TikTok and stuff in Riverside.
Yeah, in Riverside is
That's where
when
it started.
we created our TikTok. But we have always been on YouTube. We have always been on Instagram, posting consistently throughout our careers as professional dancers.
Janae had the idea to start TikTok. And I was like, okay, let's give it a try. And our first TikTok was actually fun.
It seems like we were actually getting more eyes on our content on this platform, on TikTok, rather than on Instagram and YouTube, because we post all the time on there, and we're like, okay, we don't get as seen as much. But when we first posted on TikTok, we get all these eyes on us. We're like, okay, we need to be on TikTok.
This is where we need to be.
So we started posting on there consistent. Literally every day we woke up was shooting videos, posting, creating concept ideas and stuff. And yeah, one day Savage, one day the Savage remix came out. By this time we was keeping up with the trends, doing all these challenges and stuff, and creating our own challenges. We've had a couple
also
challenges.
decided to drop our agency around this time.
Around this time, there was no purpose for them in our lives anymore, in our careers. That's what we both agreed on. So we cut ties with our agency. And
we've been with them for a long time. Like
7 years. About 7 years. Ever since we moved to LA, we've been with them. So we cut ties with them. We just decided to.
We felt
get a
like
manager.
the main reason why we cut ties with them is we feel like we wanted something or somebody that was going to have focus on our brand, and we feel like Block was more focused on getting us back up dancing, and all that, but we still weren't being seen. We still felt like it wasn't enough for our brand.
Yeah.
So we decided to get a manager. We decided to get into that kind of world. So.
Yeah, management definitely helped us excel our brand specifically and focus on the industry, the content creation industry side, because Blog didn't have no experience in that type of world. Shout out to our management team, yes. Echo Management.
So with this management team, they're first starting out. The way they pitched to us, like we were like, okay, let's sign. Yeah, shout out to Lucas. He's a great
let me
manager.
get back to when we went viral. Okay, so at this time we were constantly posting. We had challenges already that blew up before, but it didn't go as viral as our Savage remix. So the song drops, we hop on it immediately, drop the dance the same day. You guys make it into a challenge.
It blows up on Twitter.
It blows up on Twitter. You guys made it as a challenge. Everybody was doing the challenge. Megan Thee Stallion did the challenge twice.
It was a huge success. So we're definitely grateful for that because we got a lot of opportunities after that.
Came from
We've worked with a lot of different brands such as Nike, Fenty, OPI.
This is when the big brands started coming out.
This is when we started like a whole nother world with content creating, like with influencers. Like this is when we actually started getting paid with social media.
I believe Beats by Dre.
Beats was our
first big campaign that we got, and we're like, what? They getting paid like this on here?
Yeah, we didn't even know. We was like, wow.
Sony, HP, Genius, Netflix, Pretty Little Things, Good American, Mac. Also Google, that's a big campaign that we recently just did. That was our most recent campaign.
And then throughout all these like brand deals and stuff, we also were able to do like interviews and
stuff. We had so many different interviews.
It was Good Day.
An NBC News interview. We actually worked with Access Hollywood, and then we did
LA Times. That was a written interview.
Oh yeah, LA Times. Crazy, right?
And this is
CBC.
around the time Savage went viral.
In 2021, the Savage Remix Challenge got copyrighted.
That was also a big thing for us as influencers. Jaquel Knight
surprised us.
He surprised us with our challenge being copywritten, and that was just something that he was trying to achieve for dancers. Like history being made right now. For our like moves to be copywritten, like that's very huge, and that he acknowledged us in that moment.
Yes, shout out to Jaquel because that was definitely history in the making and definitely a highlight in our careers for sure. Yahoo News, they wrote an article about that specifically. Spotify, big company that
we still get invited to events to this day for Spotify. So we're making these connections, we're making these partnerships, we're doing these partnerships, and I'm so excited about, like, I feel like our resume is as long as our dance career resume.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. We've done so much in so little time.
In so little time. Like
it's already caught up to like our dance career resume.
Starbucks, that was another big campaign we did. Loved working with them. We actually last year got invited to go to the BET Awards for the first time, but unfortunately we were not vaccinated. So just opportunities like that. And then Megan Thee Stallion, to this day, she still invites us to like all her events.
Yeah. We're just excited to be seen now in that type of light and be acknowledged with our content. But yeah, that's
so all along we've known we are content creators, but we've been trying to pursue professional dancing, but all along we've been content creators.
And what's funny is our mom told us a long time ago to start a YouTube channel.
Yeah, she was like, y'all need to be recording. We're like, So shout out to our mom because she knew all along what we were supposed to be.
Applaud for us. We actually got called up by Alicia Keys herself. She FaceTimed us, and we had a cool conversation.
A good opportunity too.
Yeah, that came out of it. Also, Sierra.
Who else did that? Oh, I'm like, who else did that recently?
Yeah,
Sierra.
recently Sierra. She had us featured in her music video. Pregnant, by the way.
Right. That was the first job we booked while we were pregnant together. Like, that was a huge thing. And even our dance teacher was like, what? They getting booked while they pregnant too? Like,
he said that?
Yeah.
Keith?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So right now, we're just building our families, and we are so grateful that we still can continue to do what we love to do.
Being an influencer is a full-time job for us right now.
It's definitely a blessing, but it took hard work to get here.
It did. It took
nothing happened overnight, child.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna go into that, but that's what a lot of people get on, social media, thinking that like, oh, all I need is one viral video and I'm on. But no, like it takes time.
Like, and a lot of people say that we're very professional. We're very humble, and that's the personality. That's the traits that can take you further.
That could take you far in your career. That actually reminds me of working with Disney Channel. We had a chance to work with them during the pandemic, and the fact that when we were working like with one of the producers, they're like, you guys are it was such a great experience working with you guys. You guys are so professional, so humble, so sweet. And the fact that we got to build like that relationship with them, and they know that as our reputation is just,
that's what we want to leave behind with like all these partnerships and brands. Like, we just want them to know that we're professional, and we want them to come back, obviously, and work with us.
That's
again.
the goal.
So with that being said, I also want to mention that we are both married.
Yes.
Like, we forgot to say, like, a lot of people in the comments are like, why is she not married? Why? Like, Janae had this big wedding. It was 2020.
Thanksgiving.
So she got engaged. She was engaged first, and then I got engaged in February on Valentine's Day. And I basically did like a shotgun wedding. Like, you know how little girls
want the big
dream.
wedding.
Yeah, you know how little girls dream of their wedding day. Me, I was like, okay, come on, I was ready to go to score. You know what I mean? So but it didn't happen that way because of COVID. Like, so I had to find like a chapel, and then like I had like this Airbnb to have like a party at, like, to celebrate. So that was just my wedding. My wedding was very intimate.
Yeah, that was your ceremony, and then your what's it called? Reception
was at Airbnb.
Was the Airbnb, like, get together, family
situation. It was very intimate. And then Janae had her marriage and her wedding in February of 2022.
Yes, it was on the beach. It was beautiful.
Yes.
A lot of people came out, showed up. Shout out to y'all.
And I just reminded her, I was like, girl, did you even respond to that?
No, I did. I said it happens. I said it happens.
I thought you were talking about something else, but
no.
Girl, I was like, do you realize she got married and had a baby in the same year? I'm like, at the beginning of the year, she had her wedding, and then the end of the year she had her baby. So I was like, girl, you doing the damn thing. It was so stressful for me to even like do that as for my wedding, to like plan my wedding, and that was stressful. So to do that and then have a baby,
I know what I want. That's all. But that's honestly, that's where we are now. Right now, we are building our families. We are bonding with our newborns right now, which is an amazing feeling. 2023, we're taking off. Okay, again, because I feel like we took off already, but we're keeping the ball rolling. We're still creating content. We're definitely gonna get back into creating dances. But right
we
now,
also want to
healing.
Yeah, right now she's healing. Doctor already cleared me to get back into things, but we're waiting on her.
I had a C-section. Okay.
Oh yeah, she had an emergency C-section.
Time.
If you guys want to check out our labor stories, our birth stories, we will link that in the description. But yes, so that's where we are right now.
we're definitely gonna start trying new things because we feel like, you know, y'all know we get tired and we're ready to challenge ourselves with something else.
The fact that we have new followers and new subscribers and all that, we want to know what you guys want to see from us. We know you guys love dance, and that's the reason why you follow us. But we also want to venture, we also want to venture off and try new things for you guys. Probably bring on more family content. So that's what's to come. So make sure you guys are tuning in, and we thank you guys for following us.
Yes.
And we hope you guys learned a little bit more about us. If you guys have any more questions or want to know something specific, you can comment down below. We'll be happy to answer you guys. But yeah.
We'll probably do a Q&A too, because somebody commented for us to do a
Q&A for sure.
Anyways, so that's us. That's our life. That's what we've been through. That's who we are.
If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you in our next video.